Hi, welcome to Real Awkward Podcast. I'm Amanda Knickerbocker.
I'm Amanda Knickerbocker.
We're both Amanda Knickerbocker. Thanks for watching.
Just kidding. I was Andy. I got you the whole time.
What?
Just like Scooby.
It's been you the whole time.
Scooby Doo it. If it wasn't for you and your damn kids,
Meddling kids.
I would have got through this podcast with two Amandas.
Got him.
Okay. So, hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Oh, I'm fine.
Good. I haven't seen you in a hot minute.
Hot minute. It's been a minute.
Yeah, what's been going on in the world of the Knickerbockers?
Oh, nothing.
I'm gonna have this Rainier beer, and then I'm also
A Pacific Northwest Standard. Not sponsored.
a Pacific Northwest favorite.
Yeah.
And
Do you remember the old commercial?
And then I have to like bleep that out and make this
yeah,
like
that's fuzzy right
pixelated.
now. Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
gonna make it hard to edit right now.
You're only hurting yourself.
I know.
No,
No, I don't. What was the commercial? You said the commercial for Rainier.
The Rainier beer.
Oh,
You
I
remember that?
kind of I no.
I didn't like it. I just remember it.
I don't remember. I'm gonna be honest.
Well, whatever.
I
okay.
remember Budweiser commercials because of the stupid frogs.
Yeah.
Bud.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you're gonna have to look it up.
Let's just do beer commercials the
No.
whole time.
Those are
Coors,
the only ones I know.
The banquet beer.
I don't know that one.
Oh. What's his name? He was in Ghost Rider and he has the long mustache.
Oh, Sam.
Yeah.
Shit.
Sam. Old man Sam.
Yeah.
With the stash.
Shit.
You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
He was like, at the
He was
end
in
of
Parks and Rec, and
Yeah,
he was the
also,
other Ron.
He was also in Big Lebowski. He was just like, do you have to cuss so much?
Yeah, and he was the
Yeah.
guy. The man who killed Bigfoot, or whatever that movie was.
This is better because everyone.
Sam
Yes,
Elliott.
I was gonna say everybody who was listening was like, "You stupid
Idiots!"
idiots."
What's the name of the movie he was just in? Like the man who killed Bigfoot, or like
Oh, I didn't watch it.
it's good.
Does he still
What's it
have
freaking
the
called?
epic stash, the handlebar mustache?
Always.
Oh, that's like his
Attached to his
staple-
body,
his
literally.
staple thing. It's funny because we're in November right now.
Yes.
and it's No Shave November, and there's a
The man who killed Hitler and then Bigfoot. Watch
Wow.
it.
That's very different.
Yeah,
The
it's
Man
good.
Who Killed Hitler and the Bigfoot. Wait, two separate movies,
And then the Bigfoot.
or that's the how long?
That's the movie.
Too long.
You gotta watch it. Yeah, it is currently the end of November. Thanksgiving is coming.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about Thanksgiving movies originally, but there are like two. So
Wait, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Planes,
right?
Trains, and Automobiles, and
And?
Thanksgiving.
What the thing? Is it a horror movie?
Yeah, it's like a turkey goes on a rampage.
I'm already in. Please sign me up. It's just like, and it like stabs people. Is that how it goes?
Sure.
Wait, is it the turkey that goes on a rampage?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, gotta watch. This is anime.
Sure there isn't like some Tyler Perry movie this Thanksgiving.
Oh, there.
Oh,
absolutely is.
probably.
Yeah,
I Googled-
Medea's Turkey Fest
Yeah.
Day. Medea's
Medea's, I don't know.
Yeah.
There's 18 of them.
Medea's stuffing and.
According to Amy, they're really funny. According to
I'm
my
just
sister.
I don't dig the humor. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Like Tyler
I don't
Perry
know.
like dressed up as.
I don't think that's
A
funny.
lady?
I also never thought like the Eddie Murphy clump stuff was funny.
What about Nutty Professor when he plays? Oh no! Wait, is that Nutty Professor when they're all around the table?
Yeah.
Hercules. Maybe I
Yeah.
thought that was funny at the time, and I wouldn't. If I watched it now, I'd be like,
Probably.
yeah.
He was
well.
also in Norbit, kind of same
Oh
idea.
God! You know the only reason we know that
Blockbuster.
Blockbuster. But he okay.
Okay, Eddie Murphy movie that I do like.
Yes.
Haunted Mansion.
Okay. No.
It's
you're
not
a huge
good.
fan
It's not
of
good.
Haunted Mansion.
But it's good.
Okay,
And Malcolm McDowell's in it.
I got
and
a
like
question
him.
for you then. Okay.
Go.
I want to talk to you about actors real fast. Okay.
Yeah.
Character actors specifically. So they were famous for portraying only
A certain
weird
type
and
of
off
person.
characters. So,
Kurt Russell.
example. Well, sure, Kurt Russell
Sure. Go.
or Mike Myers. Right, he was a character actor. That's all he ever
Yeah,
did. He
yeah.
only played a character
Yeah.
for the most part. Love
Yeah.
Guru killed his career,
Ugh.
but aside from that, like in general, do you have a favorite one? Robin Williams was a little bit that way too.
Yeah, but he did a lot of different stuff, especially towards
Yeah.
the end of his career.
Yeah, he did some dramas.
he was in a movie called 1 Hour Photo, which
Oh, yeah,
was
that's
great.
That was messed up.
It was, but it went to the thing that he could do other things other than
Right.
just be crazy.
Right.
Also, go back and watch Mrs. Doubtfire.
You mean doesn't hold up?
No, like
Oh.
the story is insane. Sally Field was right to not want to be with this dude anymore. But honestly,
Because he's like a psycho bipolar.
yeah. But then at the end of the
craziness
day,
thing,
like
yeah.
if the only way that my husband can feel like he can be a part of his kids' lives is to dress up in some weird outfit, restraining order. Like, I'm sorry.
Or fun dad.
Yeah, no.
Oh, okay. Well,
We're not gonna like laugh about it at the end of the day. Like, creepy.
I think it's
also,
fine.
I'm sorry. Sally Field was blind. If she couldn't look at Mrs. Doubtfire and be like,
it was
hey.
it was the pie. That scene just ruined. Everybody was just like, "There's no way you can't tell." With the pie on the
I
face.
guess.
Nope. Hello.
Doesn't hold up.
Okay. So with that,
yes.
these people get typecast, or they either like stuck in character
Oh, totally,
acting.
totally.
Does Johnny Depp have any
Oh my
more
God. Let me be clear.
movies?
Johnny Depp is a whole other episode. Just Johnny Depp.
You don't think that the Depp like
I used to
can
be
come
such a
out
huge fan.
of this
I think he's in the
character
Nicolas
thing?
Cage thing right now, where
where did you hear about Nicolas Cage?
he's gonna play Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, in a movie about Nicolas Cage.
And can I tell you something?
What?
I'm gonna watch it.
We all would watch that.
I'm gonna watch
He'd
it.
be great. Nicolas Cage had an awesome career.
Yes.
And then after Face Off, it went terribly wrong, right? Or was it after Con Air?
Those are kind of at the same time.
That's what I'm saying. During that generation where he was good, because he did
Mid
Ghost
to late
Rider.
90s.
Ghost Rider's not. If you rewatch when Ghost Rider first came out, graphics were kind of cool.
Sure.
There was some
It's
fun
rough.
acting.
His
If you watch
hair
it now,
in
you're
that
like,
movie is horrible.
and he's got one expression.
Yeah.
yeah. A B C
But-
D. Yeah.
Sam Elliott's in Ghost Rider.
Yes, that's what I said.
Oh, sorry, I forgot. I think, I don't know, dude. Like Nicolas Cage is a person that like I'm rooting for him. Like I want Nicolas Cage to make good movies
Nope.
again.
He's gonna
but
fall into the same category that Bruce Willis and Lawrence
man.
Fishburne and
Lawrence Fishburne was on CSI for a while.
Yeah, I mean, they get into the TV, but they literally dive into like B and C movies, like the
Yeah.
ones that you can get on Redbox only.
Oh, the immediate direct-to-DVD
yes,
release.
like all
Problem
of them.
is Nick
they
Cage
fall in
can't
that.
claw his way out of there.
John Travolta,
Oh God.
nothing now.
Oh man.
Last time I saw him in something that even had like high production value was like Taking of Pelham 123,
Oh
where
yeah.
he was the villain.
All I can remember
Yeah.
from these movies as we talk about them is how shitty their hair pieces were.
Their
John
hair
Travolta. Yes,
pieces.
John Travolta always just has like garbage toupees or like really fake black facial
is he
hair.
full bald now?
I don't think he's totally bald, but
Yeah.
like he has no hair. That's
it's
real.
gone. Yeah.
And Nicolas Cage has got to wear wigs. Like
yes, his
hair is nuts.
It comes back pretty far.
yeah. But no, I
Not
mean,
the bees.
oh my eyes.
Not the bees.
And it's hard because Nicolas Cage he's got to recognize that he's this parody, and that's
Of
I think
himself.
why he's playing himself.
Why would you not continue it if it works? He's getting money because of it. People
Yeah.
know his face.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard because like I want him to be successful, and it's just not happening.
It goes back to our nostalgia, though. We
Yes.
remember movies where they were great,
Yes,
and then now not so much. So you're just kind of
I
like,
want to put
"Come
his
on,
face
buddy,
on my face.
face off," and he loses it. Or he just
But I mean,
laughs.
if you go back, that movie's rough.
face off,
No, like it's not bad.
Yeah,
But like his acting in that movie is extreme.
I think for the most part, other than
like when he's singing in the choir.
yeah, oh yeah, that was
Like, like it's a lot.
he. But that's what you loved about Nick
Oh,
Cage.
no, sure.
Super exaggerated, like Raising Arizona though, great movie.
Great.
Great movie.
Great.
So I think to not so much character actors, but in general, once you become a character actor, like
It's a
where-
pit you can't get out of.
right? Like I kind of feel
Yeah.
like once you've been like I'm this eccentric person all the time,
Or once people know
you're
you
kinda
for this
screwed.
thing.
Yeah. Like back to Depp.
Yes, I was gonna
He
say
will
like
be. he will literally be Jack Sparrow for the rest of his life.
Yeah, and it's hard because you think about like late 90s, early 2000s Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Dude could do no wrong.
Oh,
Like,
we're talking.
like
What were some of the stuff? I mean, I keep thinking of What's Eating Gilbert Grape, but that was like early 90s.
Early 90s.
What was he? What was late 90s
he did like
stuff?
From Hell, obviously Pirates of the Caribbean. He was in shit, I don't know. But like
Wait, so let me get this straight for timeline.
yeah.
Johnny Depp.
This is going to be this game where we have to go through people's IMDb pages.
Oh, you're right. But yes. So as a
But-
quick thing, Johnny Depp was not quite typecast as Jack Sparrow when
He
the
was
first movie
typecast-
happened, though.
No, he
It
was
was just like, oh, that's an amazing portrayal, and then he got other gigs.
Yes.
But then number 2, and it was like, oh, he's just Jack Sparrow now.
Yeah. Well, and then it became this thing where I don't think he's necessarily typecast as Jack Sparrow anymore. I think people expect him to be this weird character, like Nicolas Cage.
Tim Burton
Yes.
did that to him.
He
Yes.
like don't get me wrong, like
Yeah.
I love Tim Burton. He's a whole other episode.
Yeah,
Like
yes.
I think
Oh, Timmy.
I think a lot of his
We love
movies
you,
are great,
Some of them weird.
but like
Big Eyes.
the
is what
ones
the
that
one
he's made in the last 8-ish years
not
have
great.
just been really rough. Like
I think they just don't connect the same way they used to.
I think
I think he's still trying
making,
to still tell the same stories he was
Oh, see,
20
I think
years ago.
he's not. This is my opinion.
Yeah.
I think that Beetlejuice, Edward Scissorhands,
Yeah.
even the original Batman's
like the best
were the
stuff.
story. It was his passion projects. And I
Yeah.
think that now we're in the era of like people just giving him millions of fucking dollars to just be like, just make it weird.
You
Do Dumbo, but make it weird.
like weird it up a little bit.
Yeah, just
Oh,
make it weird.
when we were talking in the last episode
Oh,
about
Dumbo.
we didn't talk about Dumbo, and I didn't see Dumbo either.
I didn't watch it.
I didn't see Dumbo because it made me uncomfortable to watch. The
Yeah.
the trailer.
Its eyes were too human.
It was
Uncanny Valley.
Yeah, it was can't do it. So
But-
yeah, I kind of feel like when actors jump into that or they make that this is me
Thing.
now.
Yeah.
you kind of screw yourself over.
Totally.
Like I
but
don't
then you
imagine
have,
there.
but
to
then
be,
you have,
I got fuzz on my nips.
sure. Then you find, especially like child actors, who are able to break out of it. Like I think Daniel Radcliffe is
that's
one.
a perfect example, right?
He was
You're
Harry
literally
Potter.
Harry Potter for your entire
But
life.
and it's hard because he's always going to be Harry Potter.
Yeah.
But have you seen some of the stuff he's done since Harry Potter?
Yeah, I saw Horns.
Horns was so good.
I saw Horns, and he was on Broadway for a little bit, I think, too. Doing
I think so. He did. I know he did some plays.
Or
I
play-
know
or
there was
maybe it was
one where his
plays.
like business was out.
What does that mean?
Business.
What is the business? What is? His business
His
is out.
Adult
That's
area.
what you say, like when you're talking to your child, just like, honey, his business is out.
Honey,
So we're gonna
take care of that business.
Honey, XYZ on that business, please. Can't. We got too much business up around here.
There's a lot of business.
My mom calls it the business, and I don't know why. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but mom's like, get your business
No,
taken
I
care
have a
of.
business.
Yeah, that's how did we start on that?
I don't
business?
know. Daniel Radcliffe.
Yeah, so you're talking about Daniel Radcliffe's business.
All the
Yes,
time.
yes, that was a thing that happened.
no, I
he
mean-
did have his schlong out.
I wasn't gonna say that, but sure. But ever since
If
then,
people didn't know what the business meant.
and
now you do.
he was in the movie The Woman in Black. That was like a horror movie. That was okay.
Oh, maybe I remember that one.
It was okay.
But you're right. Those kids. So like Macaulay Culkin, I feel like he's Kevin
oh yeah.
forever.
Oh yeah.
Forever.
He's
Like he was in The Good Son, which is a great movie, but he's still Kevin from
Yeah, but that was still
Home
he was
Alone.
a little kid. Yeah.
Right.
But
and
I
then
mean,
when he got older, he didn't do much.
just crack. Have you seen him recently though?
Like him and Michael just snorting crack, just like "Welcome to Neverland."
I mean,
Come on.
yeah, I don't.
Not anymore. Unless Michael Jackson is truly alive.
Which you think?
And I think that on some anniversary of the Thriller album, he's going to be like, JK, and then he's going to like pop up from the grave and do the Thriller dance. And everyone's going to be like, what?
Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Not ever since that documentary of him came out, people are not liking Michael Jackson anymore.
It's, that's a sad thing. And I don't want to get too deep in it, but there's so much childhood fondness from these musicians and actors that we liked. And
Yeah.
then they like
You're like, oh, they were a piece of shit.
Yeah, they like creep. They creep you out. You find out about like their evil past, like Cosby stuff. Like you're just kind of like, oh man.
Well-
like do like my childhood heroes, like all have to be villains
Right.
at the end? Like, oh, it's crazy.
I think we're
Life is it transcends.
people are crappy, man. Let's just start there. Like people suck. But I
Yes,
think
yeah.
that there's this weird thing that it's got to happen in every generation, right? Where you have to be like, okay, let's take Michael Jackson. I like his music so much. I'm a huge Michael Jackson fan
Dude,
as an artist.
It's amazing.
It's hard for me because
All of his stuff,
it's
yeah.
like
So
I love his music, but I don't want to support who he was as a person necessarily. If you choose to believe whatever, but like
I
it's
think
like
it's okay to separate the two.
okay, but then R. Kelly.
Who listens to R. Kelly anymore? Does he even have
I'm sorry, R. Kelly has like 2 jams.
right now, current?
No.
Okay.
But like older R. Kelly stuff, like
Yeah.
he has a couple big hits, and it's like I want to listen to that music. But on the other hand, I'm like I don't want to listen to R. Kelly.
Yeah, it took me a little bit. There was an artist that I was a huge fan of, and he ended up being like a creepy pedo. And all of a sudden, you're just like,
The Lost Prophets.
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah,
The awful.
yeah, like the worst of the worst.
Yeah.
And I had to take,
Yeah.
I had to take it and like separate the two.
But then at the end of the day, do you want to support him by listening to that music anymore?
no, because I mean he's in jail forever.
Oh, yeah.
not reaping any benefits.
Yeah.
and
If you want to
there's-
ruin your day, Google that guy.
Yeah, oh god, yeah. If you really want to get deep into
Yeah.
how bad people are,
Or
yes.
I mean,
Ian.
none
I
of
think
those-
it's Ethan. His name's Ethan, and he
none
was
of those
the lead
guys.
singer.
I
yeah.
mean, Michael Jackson. There's a lot of questionable
questionable
stuff.
stuff.
R. Kelly, there's obviously a lot of questionable stuff. Like
Yeah.
you can choose to believe it or not. Like whatever. But I mean, even Tom Cruise. Like
Oh, sure.
you can choose. Like I am a huge Tom Cruise fan. Like his movies, I love Tom Cruise. But him as a person, kind of nutty.
Yeah, but
Like-
a lot of actors go through that. Man, Shia LaBeouf had his "I'm a crazy ass" phase.
He's yep.
I've been watching like more and more interviews with him.
Yeah.
And he's kind of a genius. Like legit.
Have you ever listened to the song like Shia LaBeouf?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's so
I-
good.
I'm just saying in his defense,
Yes.
he went on the cuckoo train for a little while,
Yes.
or what we thought was the cuckoo train, but all that did was give him publicity.
Publicity.
Wait, what did I say?
You said publicity.
Instead of
Publicity.
yeah, publicity. Plausible that he had publicity.
You got it.
Publicity.
Got it.
That's
Nailed
a
it.
correction. Will not be the first or last time that I screw up a word. People should know.
No cuts.
Doing it live.
Do it live.
So, what am I talking about now?
I
Thanks
don't know.
a lot.
I don't know.
Oh,
Shia
Shia.
LaBeouf.
So, he has had some fantastic films and directed.
Like holes.
And no, no, he's directed some really amazing things. Now there's a movie called Honey Boy.
Honey Boy. I've
that just
watched
came out.
that
He
trailer.
literally it's a you know what it's about?
Him.
Yes, and he plays his father, coaching him into acting
Yeah.
and kind of supporting him. And I guess it's an amazing film.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna be honest,
He
probably
didn't
won't
direct
watch
it, but you will or won't.
No.
Yeah, and I probably won't watch it either. But I've been watching more and more interviews from him, and I think that he has a different take on it, but he also completely knows he lost his childhood.
Well, and I think it's
Just like many child actors, like you're just like,
Exactly.
I got to say goodbye to this development piece of my life.
or yeah, the whole world is
Yeah.
gonna watch me go through the most awkward part of my
Mhm.
life. I think it's also, you look at now at these kids that you watched when you were a kid,
Yeah,
and now you know about
Lindsay Lohan.
sure. Now you know about all of these child predators
Yeah,
and
and the drama that they
all
went
this
through.
stuff that was
Mhm.
happening to them,
Yeah.
and it's like, now I think about it, and back then I didn't know, but it's like, dude, they were just kids, and there was like
Yeah.
bad,
It's
really
crazy.
terrible stuff happening to them, and it's like, I hate to say it, but it's like, yeah, I don't blame you for needing to use hard drugs to deal with that.
Yeah,
Like-
all sorts of things.
Or like your parents
Personality-
were just like pimping you out just to
issues.
make money
Yeah,
so
there's
you could be
crazy stuff.
famous. Like Macaulay Culkin, his parents like stole his money from him.
that whole world. Like, think about the alternate reality that we are on a daily basis,
yeah.
and then like what they did, and this is like early '90s, late '90s, like that's the Wild West.
Oh yeah.
There was no like follow up on a lot of this stuff. It
No.
was like, I mean, you just get into all sorts of
Yeah.
craziness in Hollywood, but yeah, back to like the childhood actors, but then and like being stuck like in that casting, that's got to mess with your psyche anyway.
Yeah.
Right, where you're just like, I'm only known for Harry Potter for
Yeah.
the rest of my life.
Well, and some of those actors
But-
haven't really been able to get away from that.
No.
Like Harry Potter is a perfect example of like okay, Hermione has Emma Watson.
Yes.
I'll use
Yeah.
her name.
I think we should just call her
Hermione.
Hermione if we ever talk about for anything.
She's been able to kind of like
Wingardium
break
Leviosa.
away and do other things.
Yeah.
And so she's not just that one character, but like Rupert Grint.
Yeah, that's the
guy who
the
plays
ginger,
Ron,
right?
The ginger.
Ginger Ron.
He's done other things, but I think he's stuck.
He will always be Ron.
Same with
Ron Weasley, man.
what Tom Felton, the kid who played Draco Malfoy. I think that was his
Oh,
name.
he is. When you look at him, you're like, I hate him because that's a
because you
villain.
grew up hating
It's
him.
it's funny because when you think about these characters, it's so often that you coincide their character with who you think they are.
Yeah.
Did you watch Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
Okay, so Ramsay.
Oh, Ramsay Bolton.
Yes.
Oh, the worst. But
Like, yeah.
he was on this show called Misfits.
and did it like portray him differently?
Very differently.
How many people have seen Misfits and how many people have seen Game of Thrones?
The ratio is probably staggering.
So with that, he's stuck. They're just like,
Yeah.
that guy cuts off businesses. like that guy straight up chops off
that guy does
businesses.
horrible things to the business.
Yes, to the business. And so the problem is once you're stuck in that, are
Yeah.
you just like, you're just going, oh, you're the guy that cut off people's dicks.
Yeah.
Like, you're just
Yeah.
like, oh, man, you're
Yeah.
the guy that made your dogs eat people. And you're just
Yeah.
like, okay, I do other things too.
Yeah, you're like, no, that's a
it's
fake
not-
person.
Yeah. Like, and I hate, can you imagine going down the road and they're like, boo, and like
Yeah.
people are throwing apples and stuff at
Yeah,
you.
you're like, he's not real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Having to explain that to
Well, that's sad.
not smart people.
Well, the thing that's unfortunate is like, I bet that happens way more often than we want to believe. Like,
yeah.
ma'am, this is supposed to take place in a whole different world.
Yeah.
It's not real.
Right.
Like,
The fact that you have to explain that to some people,
yeah,
though,
sad.
we've got a little missteps in our
Sad.
raising our children's.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for answering my question.
You're
about,
welcome.
About character.
You're welcome.
actors. I now know your opinion on Nicolas
Everything.
Cage,
Oh, I love
John
Nicolas Cage.
Travolta's hair.
Yeah. So anyway, have you seen the new Sonic trailer yet?
Oh, good segue.
I try.
Yes, I have.
Yeah. How do you? And you obviously watched the original trailer.
Yeah, and okay, so yes, and he looked like the monkey boy from Jumanji.
Oh yeah.
for the
Judy.
Judy.
Yes, he looked like Peter.
Listen, Peter, you need to be a man. You need to be a man, Peter. No crying, and then he rips his tail out of
You
his
cheated.
ass. So yes, he looked like Peter.
Ripped his tail
First, he's Peter.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, the original Sonic, weird looking creature, right? It
Yeah.
was off. It seemed his
Yes.
expression's weird. I get it. Everybody wants him to look more like Sonic. Now that he does look more like Sonic, part of me's happy,
Yeah.
and part of me's like, well, now he just looks like cartoon Sonic. And it's funny because I'm of the camp where I'm like, they just put a lot of work into fixing this.
Oh, yeah.
I'm probably gonna go see it now. Like before, I might have skipped it, but now I'm like, I feel indebted to them for
Yeah.
at least fixing it that I need to go see the movie.
Here's how I felt about
I
it
do.
originally.
That's how I feel.
I think I think based on the original trailer,
Yeah.
I was like, I'm sure I'll rent it.
Yes. Yeah. You're like, this will come past my eyes at some
This will
point.
be straight to DVD, like
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'll watch
Yeah.
it. But honestly, like with the remodel, I actually like it.
Remodel.
I like
yeah.
it. So
You like the remodel.
I think he looks great.
So I think with this new reinvention of the character, it's as close as what we wanted to it. It seems to
Yes.
me like it's not refined though. When I saw it, it seems like the
Well,
last bit of
probably
animation
because they had
effects.
to throw that trailer out so
Yeah,
fast.
so what if? Okay, conspiracy time.
Yeah.
What if this was all part of their plan? Can you imagine?
And they're geniuses.
Like if it was like, we're going to make this character, we already have the remodel done. Let's show the crappy trailer first, see what people's responses are, and be like, we got a fix coming. Boom, everyone's going to watch it.
I don't know
The
because
best marketing ever.
Because I will say, I don't know if you remember, like, some of the main gripes from the original trailer.
Yeah.
Was Sonic looks terrible.
He looked like a man creature.
No, he looked like Peter from Jumanji when he became a
Yes,
monkey.
yes,
That's exactly what he looked like.
He did. Yeah.
He was too humanoid looking.
Yeah.
He had weird, long, skinny legs, and he didn't even have like Sonic's classic shoes. Like
Yeah,
he just
you're
had
right.
like
Yeah, there
red
was-
runners.
Yeah.
He looked bad.
Yeah,
like,
it was. Yeah, it was like some New Balances on.
Yeah, like, and I'm sure it was like a product placement.
Yeah, it was. No, you're right. The character model in general was
It
just
was
bad.
rough.
Yes.
And
was
so that was the main complaint, obviously. Another huge complaint was Jim Carrey's Dr. Robotnik was just too much.
The trailer didn't seem to change that though, did
Well, it changed it a little bit. And then the other complaint was just Gangster's Paradise over and over
it
and
was
over
a
and
weird.
over.
So I do a lot of editing when it comes to pairing it with my music.
Yes.
I don't know how they thought that was going to convey Sonic story.
For what it's worth, when the trailer started and he's like standing in the middle of the street, kind of
Sure.
like getting ready to go.
Yeah,
and
prepping
it was
to
Gangster's
run.
Paradise. I was like, okay. Okay.
Yeah, that original part, but then it doesn't end.
No, it just keeps.
Yes. And
you're like,
but Sonic is
all
meant to
right.
be up tempo, fast,
Yeah.
quick, and all of a sudden it's just like,
Yeah,
and
and
you're like, what?
so that was another
are you
huge gripe
thinking?
from the trailer is just that same intro playing over and over and over.
Yeah.
So in this new trailer, it's literally, hey, you didn't like Sonic? We got you a new Sonic.
Yeah.
And then it was like, you don't like Dr. Robotnik? Here's all new scenes where he's not being so crazy. And then it's like, oh, you didn't want that one song? Here's 12 songs. There's
And
multiple.
like, yeah, it went down the checklist. And it's
There's
just like,
multiple different songs in
people
that
are
trailer.
gonna love this shit now.
And they're all
Yeah.
like, beep, 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 like super fast.
I definitely can tell though that their original model, the characters worked off of what that height ratio would have been. Now that they changed him, it seems off. Like I like the new
Yeah.
one. If you go back and you watch the trailer,
Yeah.
it seems like Sonic's in weird positions in the vehicle and next to other characters.
Well, sure, because everything was based on this weirdo,
Yeah.
like
Yes.
Sonic.
Peter.
Judy.
God damn.
And so,
Oh, Jumanji. I love it.
so now I'm sure like the eyes will be off.
Yeah, like I mean, when
But-
they're acting to tennis balls,
right.
and then all of a sudden those move a little lower because he's significantly shorter.
Oh,
now.
he's shorter.
Like
but,
maybe I don't even know if it's half, but
he
he's,
looks really good. He's
yes.
got his classic Sonic shoes.
Yeah.
He's got like the big like pieces of his head.
I
Like
noticed people are still bitching though that his arms are the wrong color, and so this is what's funny about fans in
yeah.
general.
Don't get me started.
Right? So fans in general, I feel like they'll bitch about something no matter what.
You can't make everybody happy.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, when it comes to fans, especially now that we have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter,
Sure. Social
blah, blah,
media,
blah, blah,
everything.
blah, you know, in our hands,
Yeah.
it's just constant bitching about something. Like literally,
Yeah.
the Sonic people were like, "Here, please don't be mad at us anymore.
Yeah.
Here,
Here's everything.
Like,
it's
we
like
fired
millions.
people
yeah,
over this, and
yeah.
I was like, his arms are wrong. I hate it.
$1 million fixes.
Oh, millions.
Multi-million-dollar fixes, and,
And it's
everyone's just
like-
like,
That ring around his hand
Yeah.
should be a different color.
I don't like it.
Yeah,
But it's funny how we get so indebted to these characters, as if
Yeah.
you've personally done me wrong.
you offended me.
by the way that you created this art piece that was yours to begin
Right.
with, that I can choose or not choose to watch. Yes,
I will
it's
say
funny.
the original design of
Yeah.
Sonic was bad, dude. It was bad.
It was BAD, capital letters.
It was really bad. But now that they've redone it, I think he looks great. And
I do agree. He looks.
the whole people complaining is just kind of like, okay, now you're just looking for something to complain
Yeah.
about. I think you're right.
Is it gonna be a AAA title? No.
No.
Like, it by no means will you walk out of that theater and be like, best movie I've ever seen in
Yeah,
my life.
best movie of the
Like,
summer.
you're not gonna walk out of it and be like, Endgame what? You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
right. Endgame.
Yeah, like you're not. No, you know,
Yeah.
it's popcorn flick though, and enjoying Sonic in general.
Yeah.
I think
I think it looks fine.
I think that'll be fine. So, I know you and I were talking about this previously.
Yes.
Okay, you have a problem though that people petitioned in the first place,
Yeah.
right?
I think it's bullshit. I think
Do tell, because I have a different opinion.
sure.
Yes.
I think that you're in the, like I said, you're in the realm where there's just people feeling like they're constantly connected to everyone, and they're constantly connected to the stars of the shows and the directors and the companies that finance these projects. And I think that feeling like you're connected to them means like, oh, I can tell them how I really feel about it.
Right.
And so I think these petitions are huge online pushes for Sonic to be changed, or for the last season of Game of Thrones to be redone,
Right.
or I know there was one where people wanted Tony Stark not to. Sorry, spoiler.
Yeah,
Everybody in the world has seen it.
Yeah. Skip.
People-
15
If you haven't
seconds
seen
ahead.
Endgame, skip like a minute. People wanted Tony Stark to not be dead at the end of Endgame.
He's dead.
whatever.
I haven't even seen it.
Everybody's seen it.
Yeah.
So I think there's this huge thing where people
Yeah.
people aren't happy with that, and I get it. If that's your favorite character and they die, or if that's
Yeah.
whatever your favorite video game character and they fuck him up, I get it. Like, it's
Yeah.
upsetting, but you know what? Like, I think that like I didn't like it, so they need to remake it for me and my hurt opinions. Like, get over it.
Yeah.
I think it's stupid. Like, if you didn't like the
Right.
last scene of Game of Thrones, okay. Like,
so my take on it
yeah.
is that the only reason these things make money is if the fans enjoy it.
Sure.
So this is almost like pre-qualifying whether it'll be worth it or not to even throw that much money into production or fix it, or if it feels like it's derailing, fix it, because if you keep your fans happy, then you've got a franchise. Like, let's say
guess.
with this fix of Sonic, if
Sure.
that did enough for them to make 2, 3, 4, that's money in their pockets.
Sure.
And basically the fans are saying like, hey, we like Sonic. We want a Sonic movie. We don't want this one.
Yeah.
We want a new one. And there's no other way. There's not like a quick online, please send your online survey
I totally
to
get that.
Paramount and tell us how
Yeah.
you feel about this trailer.
Yeah.
So all you have at this point is this social media platform and this ability to communicate with the studio. Because at the end of the day, they make a film that either flops or is successful.
Sure.
And that is whether your fans enjoyed it. So I think hearing from them, even pre-movie coming out, is pretty important. And I think a petition might be like the only way. Now, I get the petitions about flaky or arbitrary bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that type of stuff. Like, Game of Thrones is like a perfect example, right? And I don't know because the books were never done. This was literally
Right.
created. But when they did that ending and it felt rushed and, you know, people had these thought processes on it, that's a storytelling of that director team. Like, that's what they
Yes.
decided to do. And it's like, you either enjoy it or you don't, but that's it. Like, you're not going to remake a movie. So
Right.
I'm in the camp that hated Last Jedi.
Okay.
Like, I disliked it very, very much. Mainly because I wanted my own story
Sure.
to go the way I wanted it to go. Like,
Sure.
I wanted Rey, spoiler alert, I wanted Rey to have some fancy parents. I wanted
Yeah.
Rey to have this connection that's more with
Well,
Kylo and...
have you read any of the?
No.
Oh.
I've read nothing.
No.
Oh.
Like theories and stuff. Basically,
Yeah.
back in the day,
That she was born from the metachlorians
Yeah,
or whatever.
So
Oh! Jedi here,
midichlorians.
Jedi there.
Basically, like, there was talk that like, one Sith Lord was so powerful that he could create life, and so
Yeah, that was a conversation in the prequels that was
Darth
had with
Sidious
Anakin.
had with Anakin.
Yep.
But now it's like conjecture that oh, is this who Rey is? Because when she was
It
looking in the
has to
mirror of like,
be-
who are
yeah.
my parents? She saw herself.
And she was like, no one.
Right.
I'm asexual.
I sprouted from a
Or
plant.
So
That's not asexual.
no, I don't. Can you explain asexual then? Because I'm
No.
a little lost.
No.
Okay.
I mean,
Um,
okay, like plants, but continue.
Producer, what does asexual mean?
We're not talking about this.
Okay, all right.
People are gonna get mad at us.
Well, no, I thought that there was like animals that are asexual.
there's like plants and stuff, and basically
They just produce themselves,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
See, so that's kind of right.
yeah, sure.
Ray just
I don't
produces
know.
herself.
I don't know.
They have to. With that being said, they have to explain that very well in this next one, or otherwise people are gonna be like bullshit.
I think
Yeah.
that nobody's gonna get the payoff they want out of that.
No, it's so empty.
Yeah.
It's so empty. Like the only way to retcon this, right? The only way to fix it at this
Yeah.
point is for Kylo to go up and be like, "Just messing with you. Your parents are actually blank," and everyone's like, "Yes, that's it. That's it. I don't care. It could be
Wait, so do
Luke
you think
Skywalker.
Rise of the Sky-
It could be
Do you think Rise of Skywalker means?
that's
I
my
heard it.
favorite movie is Rise of the
Skywalker.
Skywalker.
Do you think that means Rey or Kylo?
Are who?
Rise of the Skywalker.
Well, this is just
that
it.
story
If
about
it
Rey or
ends up-
Kylo?
If the story ends up being Skywalker is a general term that is now synonymous with like Jedi in
Oh, I don't
general,
think that.
I'm going to shoot myself. Because if it's like rise of this new breed of superheroes
I
that
would-
still wield lightsabers,
Stupid.
shoot me now. But if it's like rise of a Skywalker and now Kylo switches sides,
Yeah.
I'd be stoked for that. If she can pull him to the light side, that would be cool, but that's the story all over again.
I want them to switch.
And you want Rey to be bad.
Yeah.
If that actually happened,
And the Rise of the Skywalker means that
If that
Kylo
actually
Ren
happened,
becomes
the
the light side,
and she goes
he
dark,
rises, and
if-
then
if-
Rey.
If that
goes
was
dark.
gonna happen,
I'd be so happy.
they needed to have a cliffhanger of her looking evil in the second one, the end of the second
I
one.
don't
She has
disagree.
been a heroine the entire movie.
Well, here's the thing.
I mean, she showed like some signs where she's a little upset,
Sure.
but there hasn't been anything that's like, oh damn, she's got some evil shit in
I
her.
was actually
Yeah.
like, I was reading about this, and there was something I was thinking about where, at a
smell like beer.
gross.
I dropped my.
I was thinking about it from like, because Disney is this just machine.
Mm-hmm.
They make too much money with Rey being a heroine.
Right.
And they would not make money. I think that they
Like you've got 10-year-old girls that are
exactly.
like,
She
she's
is
my
their
hero.
idol.
Yeah.
And I think that Disney, if
Won't
that
let-
was
won't let it happen.
the plan for her to go to
Yeah.
the dark side, I think Disney was probably like,
I mean, like-
no.
if we have our say,
Yeah.
because we've just given you $1 billion,
Yeah.
that's a big no. And that just it sucks not to have this epic storytelling because of the.
And I don't know if
because
that
of the
actually
studio's marketing.
happens.
And I heard this and I don't know if it's true.
Yeah.
But apparently a trailer, or not a trailer, but early reviews or reactions have
Yeah.
come out not great about the new one.
Because
And-
is JJ Abrams?
He directed. He came back.
Okay.
He came back to.
Because Force Awakens is so good.
It's funny. I've heard other people say they didn't like it.
I liked
But
it.
I really enjoyed it, and I thought that it set Rey up to be a very cool character.
Yes.
But then in the second one, there's
everything
no
just
more
kind of like,
like her and Finn. They're no more.
yeah.
Like they were like a duo.
yeah.
And actually, it's not even a duo. It's supposed to be a trio. So if you follow,
Her, Finn, and Poe Dameron.
yeah, if you follow the original, it was
Yeah.
the same thing. Luke, Leia, and Han
Yeah.
were like the Holy Trinity,
Yeah.
right? And
And Chewie just like making noise.
and
It's fun.
I just tried to do it.
I like that better.
They asked me to go in and voice act for Chewie. And
I
was just
knew
like,
it. I
Can
thought
you
so."
try it, sir? And I was like, okay. All right. Han walks in and he stares at you, and you say,
Thank you, sir. That'll be all.
and they're like, sir, stop trying.
Get out.
And I'm like, no. It's like, I
I
gotta
can do
wake
it. I
up.
can get it. I can
I'm
get
like,
it.
Oh. Nope. They're like, sir, please. I'd be that guy that was like, I'm not giving up on this. So yes, so there was this. They're like a power couple.
I understand what you're saying.
in that one, and like you were supposed to have that same dynamic,
Yeah.
and they just split ways all of the second one.
Dude.
None of them are together
Well,
enough
the
to
whole
like
Poe
help each other
Dameron,
often.
like Laura Dern, like Carrie
yeah,
Fisher,
that was
like
a dumb one.
ah,
That
it
was
was
a dumb.
it was boring.
Well,
like
also she knew the plan the whole time. You can't just tell the guy.
right.
It's just
That's
like,
one of my-
I'm going down with the ship later, so
I-
just know I'm the hero.
I
And
hate
you're
plot
like,
holes, and that's the biggest one. It's like really, it would have taken
Yeah.
you 2 whole seconds
Yeah.
to be like, hey, this is the plan,
It's
and him
funny.
be like,
yeah, he would have been like, not telling anybody.
yeah, got
Enjoy
it.
your time with the ship.
Yeah,
Like,
got it.
It's funny. You and I were just talking about how fans are so passionate.
Yeah.
And we're going on a rant right
Oh
now.
yeah.
about
But
this.
here's the deal.
And I have
I'm
a
not
petition
gonna-
here that
I'm
you
not
can
gonna sign a
sign.
petition, being like remake it because I hated it.
And that's just it. You can't do it.
No.
It was made. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
There was a lot of balls dropped.
Sure.
To be honest, like
Carrie
they screwed
Fisher
a
like
lot
flew
of
through space like Mary
Yeah,
Poppins, and that would have been the
Yes,
perfect.
yeah.
I'm sorry, it would have been the perfect moment to kill her off.
Yeah, and they
were like,
they screwed some stuff
nah.
up. They screwed some stuff up. There's a lot of things I think that we expected to go one way and they didn't, which
Sure.
is what Ryan Johnson said. Is he was like, I want the audience to leave feeling the most emotional that they would be, and what I'm gonna do is not give them anything. And that was just like, oh, come on. Like
Yeah.
there was so many ways to have us invested in those characters different than how they did it. So, with that said, I'm curious, how is J.J. Abrams gonna fix this, or does he just continue with this story?
I don't know.
What's gonna happen, and we will find out in less than a month.
That's crazy to me.
December is when it. Yep.
It's over.
Yeah, and they said no more, at least from the Skywalker
I
story.
think that it needs to be over.
Yeah.
I think that. I mean, Rogue One was kind of like in the timeline, but like
Just burped. I just burped, and that smells straight like Taco Bell.
gross.
I haven't even had Taco Bell.
You were drinking a Taco Bell cup earlier, yeah? You
Where
did.
does that come from?
Ew.
Soft taco?
Gross.
Root beer? Yes.
I think that they've proven that some of the standalone stuff that they're creating that isn't just straight
Yeah,
up in
yeah.
the timeline is good. Like,
Except
okay,
for Solo. Oh, man. But Rogue One, good.
Rogue One was great.
Rogue One's great.
And
Mandalorian's been great. I haven't seen it, but I heard.
the 3 episodes that I've watched have
Have been
been
fun.
decent.
I wish they did just do a Boba Fett movie, though.
They had a Boba Fett. I read a couple series in a book about Boba Fett, and they were pretty good.
That is not a movie.
I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
But
fair.
and then I don't know if you ever watched like the Clone Wars series, like the
cartoon?
TV show. Yeah, that was good.
Mhm. I didn't watch like in its entirety. Like I'd watch like 2
I
or
haven't
3
watched the whole thing.
episodes here or there, but isn't that like 10 years old now?
Yeah, it's on Disney Plus.
Check it out. We are not affiliated.
Not sponsored.
Affiliated. We're not affiliated in any way with Disney
No,
Plus.
with no one. And then there's also Star Wars Rebels.
Never started Ninja Turtles.
Idiot.
I'm gonna do it now. I'm gonna do it right now.
Does it have a DVD menu?
I have no idea. We're gonna find out.
They don't really. Do movies even have DVD menus
Some
anymore?
no, yeah, because they're even worse. It used
Really?
to truly just go straight to the movie, and now it's like watch 17 of these ads plus the additional features plus,
Oh.
and you have to go like skip until you get to anything, and then you're like, I don't watch this movie anymore because you've already seen 25 minutes of jack shit.
It's been a while since I put a movie in. Well, we save everything to our server.
Yes, that's right. You guys
So,
are very techie.
I-
We don't have internet in this house here.
For each episode reminder.
Yeah.
Andy doesn't have internet.
Please donate to my Patreon. Help me get internet. No, I'm just kidding. I don't have a Patreon.
No, and he doesn't have internet. No, there is something that I miss. Like, I still keep all my movies, and John complains because I have a ton of them, and he goes like, "Well, it's all on the server. You can look at it all there." I'm like, "Yeah, but I
not the
want
same.
the physical
It's funny.
looking at it."
I would
like,
love to do an entire episode dedicated to physical media.
We will.
And like just the argument. on
Remind me,
physical
I'll add it
media,
to my list.
That's my thing.
It really? You don't say.
Yeah. They can't see that.
Oh,
They
we're in a
only
room
see the
filled with
television.
games.
Yeah, I will do you know what? I'll do a game room tour one of these days.
No, just check him out on YouTube. Pac-Man Case.
Good plug.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it.
You're
and
welcome.
Instagram. Pac-Man case.
Okay. Anyway,
Okay, so funny enough, I want to recap. What have we even talked about
a
so far?
thousand things.
We had a conversation about
Sonic.
child predators or
Oh yeah.
and crazy actors and the ability for character acting to eat your career.
Yes.
And yes,
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter,
Yes.
Daniel Radcliffe, and then Ron Weasley.
Yeah.
And Hermione.
Yes. And then
Yeah.
what? The guy who played Neville Longbottom, all he's done with his life is just get hot. So
Yes.
I mean-
all the pictures just like hairy chest, chiseled
he
jaw.
grew up,
yeah,
man. Like
he looks pretty good.
he looks great.
I mean, I don't swing that way, but he's pretty
He looks great.
good.
Like
Looks pretty nice.
great.
Yes. And then Star Wars. Obviously, we're passionate about Star Wars, which is funny because I wouldn't call myself like
A Star Wars fan.
yeah, like I don't have a whole lot of memorabilia or
Yeah, I used to have a
anything
lot more
like
than I
that.
do
I have
now.
these. I have the Millennium Falcon and the X-wing
Those are cool though.
blueprints, which they are.
You got the
actually
original
awesome,
series on VHS.
But, yeah, where did I? You know what's funny?
Literally, I'm looking at.
I don't collect that type of stuff often.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's really cool.
Yeah.
Because that's
I think
what,
my dad still has his original.
well, because those
set.
are
Those
if
are the
I'm not
remake.
sure,
That's the remake
I
set.
think those are 1997 remake.
Yeah, my
Or
dad
not
has
remake.
the remastered edition,
remaster
which
where
are
they change some
garbage.
stuff, and some people are very upset. That's another thing. to talk
Garbage.
about another
My dad
time,
has
yeah.
the original set where
Yeah.
you can see the strings and everything.
Oh yes,
And,
that's good stuff.
They're good.
It's when the
speeder.
When the speeder's going, it
You
just
see
looks
the
like
wheel.
a strip of glue like
Yeah.
across the film. Oh, and what's funny is you imagine just sitting in the theater and you're like, it's so real.
Oh,
and
yeah.
like we watch it now, we're like, I can
This
see
looks like shit.
all of the props.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, even movies like we talk about stuff where it was from like the late 90s, early 2000s,
Yeah.
where all this computer stuff was really coming in.
Oh yeah.
And, like-
it's super dated now.
Oh, it's so bad.
Uh-huh.
Like I'm thinking of like the second Mummy, the Scorpion King.
Oh,
where you see
where
The
the
Rock.
the rock with
He
the,
looks
the
like
worst
Play-Doh.
the worst CGI ever.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's got a muddy face. It looked
Oh.
like PlayStation 2 graphics
Oh, he's
on
rough.
like today's.
Yes.
It's really bad.
And
It's really
and so
bad.
like you think about that, but then I think about like Jurassic Park, which is one
Still
of the
holds
best
up.
movies of
It
all
still
time.
holds up.
The graphics still look
They
incredible.
still look really good, and the way the actors played to those. It's awesome. It's
I mean,
awesome.
Jurassic Park is one of the best movies of all time, and it does still hold up. But it's interesting because I would say 1% of movies from that time
Yeah.
period,
Oh,
mid to
actually
late
hold-
90s,
yeah.
still hold up, and most of them don't.
No.
But I mean,
Most of them,
think
they're
about
just
like
tossed.
maybe in 10 years time, what we're gonna be saying about graphics. Like I'm happy to see when some movies.
We're gonna be like, you remember that Sonic movie?
Yeah, fuck that movie.
He looks so dumb.
Yeah, and-
God, now then they do it. There's real Sonics.
Yeah.
It's-
They genetically
real.
engineered a Sonic.
It's a real hedgehog.
Yeah. That's what they should have done. Like,
It's just
yeah,
like
you
this-
want a real
you
Sonic,
want real
bitches.
Sonic
They just like
hedgehog.
spray paint a real hedgehog and give it to James
It's
Marsden. Be
nothing.
like, act against this.
It's just this thing that's just like
Yeah. Just like a real hedgehog looks nothing like Sonic.
so ridiculous.
Stupid.
Thank you for joining me in this humble abode.
Oh, you're welcome.
Again, I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
I dig your shirt, by the way, too. Spider-Man.
It's a sweatshirt.
I
But
dig
thank-
your sweatshirt.
Thanks. Sometimes when I'm in public, I'll hear a little kid be like, Mom, she's Spider-Man.
You see Spider-Man. And you'll look at her and just be like, where can people find you?
Real Awkward Podcast on Instagram.
Yeah.
You can find both of us, actually.
Follow us. We
Yeah.
need more followers. We need a follow army. Real Awkward Army. The Real Awkward Army. And everybody just goes around wearing Spider-Man sweatshirts. And they dye their hair purple. Or not.
I don't know.
She does not approve.
I mean, I think I would prefer if they eventually have like.
Some merch?
Merch.
Oh, should we do some merch? All
We
right.
don't have any.
Tell us on our Instagram account. Do you want merch
Well,
or
we
not?
need to actually like get some followers
yeah,
before
we'll get
we
there.
do merch.
Yeah, but you don't know.
Sure.
You know, this is posted many weeks ahead.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, please follow me at Pac-Man Case at Instagram or check me out on YouTube, Pac-Man Case. You can find me there. Retro video game stuff is what I do. Till we meet again.
Yes.
Say bye.
Goodbye.